شهرهای دوقلوی مینیاپولیس و سنت پال زمانی به واسطه فراوانی آبراهاشون پایتخت آسیابای دنیا بودن. و حالا این ناحیه جهان شهریه که به خاطر تجارت و صحنه نمایش زنده و پر رونقش معروفه. بعد از ساختن چند خانه، خوب میفهمم تبدیل یک خانه یک طبقه‌ای دهه 40 به چیزی مثل این مستلزم چه کاراییه. طبقه اول این خونه به اتاقهای نشیمن، غذاخوری و آشپزخانه راه داره. اتاقای خواب در طبقه بالا همگیشون بسیار روشنن و روکار حمام از مواد سازگار با محیط زیست ساخته شده و سقف سبزش با داشتن 2 نوع مختلف از صفحات خورشیدی عالیه. البته مراقبت از چمن‌ها چندان راحت نیست. در این محله آرومه که میفهمیم چطوری فقط 7 ماه طول میکشه یه خونه یه طبقه در کیپ کود به یه شاهکار معماری مدرن تبدیل بشه. وقتی صاحب خانه ها خودشون معمار باشن مثل کوین و رکسان نلسون و 3 فرزندشون مشوقشون باشن، این به ساخت سریع خونه کمک میکنه.
Green sustainable design, it's where our passion lies and we feel that we need to make a difference.
We thought it's about time that we really do what we can with the way that we live. Welcome to our house.
Thank you. I didn't even need to find this number. All I had to do was spot the house with all the color and I knew it was here.
It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
We're standing in part of the original house, and the new part of the house is back through there.
Okay, so that's like the new exciting part of the house.
It's all exciting, but that's super exciting.
Here is our kitchen. This is where it all happens.
آشپزخانه مدرن سبز که با لوازم دارای برچسب صرفه‌جویی انرژی تجهیز شده کانون خونه است.
This is where we spend most of our time.
The green countertop. This is a very trendy color right now.
I think it was the name of the color, apple martini green, so we had to go with that. And it might not be the in color 5 years from now, 6 years from now, but it might 20 years from now again, just like bell-bottom jeans come back.
ممکنه همه رنگا اینقدر به چشم نیان، اما جنس همگی از کوارتز، سخت‌ترین ماده طبیعی.
The lack of upper cabinets in this area, I'm curious how to vent your stove.
We wanted a nice clean look and not obstruct the view with a ventilation hood, which would have to be down quite low in order to be effective. So we went with a downdraft that's just in the back of the stove, very clean looking, and it puts the ventilation right where it needs to be down at the stove top.
The sink seems to be an interesting material. It's almost like a plastic.
It's a resin, and we found that it does save us water. And then an added bonus, we found that it's perfect size for a bath for my 2-year-old son. I mean, I've been trying to get the other kids to take baths there too to save water, but they're not buying it.
I did once. The neighbors didn't like it.
کفپوش‌های بلوط قرمز دارای تاییدیه شورای جنگلبانی هستند. این خیلی عالیه چون نشون میده چوب بریش به قوانین زیست محیطی متعهده.
So why not carry the hardwood in? Why the concrete floor?
Well, we really like the look of natural concrete because it's a polished surface and it looks really great. There's insulation underneath the slab and so all year round it's about the same temperature.
این پنجره‌های بلند پوشش به اصطلاح کم بازتاب دارن، یعنی طی زمستان سرد مینسوتا حرارت خورشید در خونه حفظ میشه.
You've gone from a bungalow to a 2-story house. Converting from old to new is so challenging. Why not just knock it down and start fresh?
Believe me,
You thought about
we
it?
thought about that just about every day. Why don't we just tear it down and start over? Because it would have been easier. But one of the philosophies is we're going to reuse as much as we possibly can. And reusing the existing foundation and the existing walls on the first floor really helped our budget.
Original staircase.
Yes.
It is the original staircase, original handrail.
This handrail is like 70 years old.
اونا این کفپوشای چوبی قدیمی زیبا رو نگه داشتن و ازشون برای طبقه دوم استفاده کردن.
And here's our master bedroom.
We didn't have quite enough of the existing hardwood out there to bring into here and throughout, so we used a 4x8 sheet of birch plywood, cut it in half, nailed it down, and finished it.
So a finished edge of birch, that's obviously an inexpensive way to finish off your floor.
به وضوح مشخصه. خب تا حدودی که چرا اونا برای اتاق خواب و حمام این دیوارهای از جنس شیشه بازیافتی رو انتخاب کردن.
We played with the idea of having it totally open, but felt like we might be a little bit exposed, so we decided to make it opaque.
چرا؟ برای اینکه شما رو نبینن؟
It's not the huge, typical master bathroom suite. I think the size of it is probably the greenest thing.
We've got, low flow water faucets, a dual flush toilet, low flow shower heads, and this material on the countertops is a compressed recycled paper.
What about bathtub?
We've actually put the bathtub in the kids' bathroom. Even though it's a large soaking tub and we like to use it once in a while, we felt it would get better use over there.
به نظر منم فکر خوبیه.
How fun was it to design this house? I mean, look at the splash of colors, the design, these overhangs. Like, this place is kind of crazy in a good way.
It is, you know, but all the color that we use, it all is just paint. It can be changed and we can tone it down, so it's all pretty flexible.
Is it at the zone where you want to be then right now?
I'd say there's maybe one color too many.
Oh, I think it's great.
Is there a function to the overhang over the windows?
Absolutely. The overhangs help screen out unwanted solar gain during the summer. And in the winter, the sun angle is low enough so that it comes in underneath those and helps warm the house.
Is there an eco-friendly element to your decking material?
Yep, absolutely. It's made of mostly recycled milk jugs. So not only is it reusing a recycled material, but it's smooth to the touch. You're not going to get splinters, and we don't have to refinish it. It's going to look like this for years to come.
معمولاً خونه بزرگتر به معنای هزینه بیشتره، اما نه اینجا.
This is our lovely electricity meter from the utility company. We have solar panels on the rooftop, and this allows us to sell energy back to the grid. We're saving about $800 a year on our electrical energy bills just by having the solar panels.
Why the need for two types of panels here?
We've got one for making electricity, solar PV, photovoltaics, and then we have two solar thermal or domestic hot water panels. These produce about 25 to 30% of our electrical needs for the house.
خیلی هم خوب. اما بقیه پشت بوم چی؟
It's not so green though right now, Kevin.
It's still wearing its winter coat.
In terms of building this, you're carrying now a heavier load, a dead load as they call it. How much more structure did you have to beef up for this roof, and how much does this stuff weigh?
Fully saturated with water weighs another 30 pounds per square foot. So we had to design the roof trusses to accommodate that load. And the city code official, during permit review, wondered what we were going to do on our rooftop that we needed that much structure for.
They thought we were going to have parties up here.
چرا که نه؟
We see a lot of people drive by very slowly on the street taking photos of the house.
Sometimes they come up to the door and knock and say, I like your house. You have a cool house.
همیشه دیدن خانواده‌ای که برای دیگران نمونه است، همه چیزو ساده و ارزون انتخاب میکنه، مسئولیت پذیره و در عین حال خوشیشو فدا نمیکنه، الهام بخشه.